Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to my studio. In this video, I want to show you some tips and tricks for getting started making one of the projects from my brand new book, 24 Crochet Hats, Interesting Techniques and Inclusive Sizing for Men, Women, Children, and Babies. Let's get started. This is the Koko animal print tapestry crochet hat. This bold graphic print is easy to make with tapestry crochet. Due to the nature of carrying all the colors around each round, this hat is not only stylish, but extra cozy and warm too. The sample shown is in a nature-inspired color palette, but don't feel limited. Designed in Be So Baby yarn with a palette of 60 colors, you can make an animal print in any color of the rainbow, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video today. If you are new to tapestry crochet, I highly recommend you watch the video on making the Cinnabunny hat, and I'll post a link in the video description. In that video, I show you how to work single crochet through the back loop only while following the color chart, and how to change color by doing the last step of each stitch in the previous color before changing color. So if you need to learn all of that, I highly recommend watching that video. In this video, I'm going to show you how some of the different options for changing color in this type of pattern. To make this pattern, you will need 3 colors of Be So Baby yarn or number 3 DK weight yarn, and a size E4 or 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, or whichever size you need to obtain the gauge. This one is shown in the warm neutral colors from Be So Baby yarn, which is ecru, gold, and chocolate. But if you look at some of the other color mock-ups that I've done in the chart, you will see that you could very easily substitute some cool neutral colors. So for example, in this chart here, notice that we went with the cool neutrals, so for more of a snow leopard look. And I would recommend using colors Snowflake, Platinum, and Charcoal for this, or you could go with Silver Lavender with Platinum. You could do Platinum or Charcoal for the medium color, and then use black for the third color. So all you need are 3 different shades within any color family that go from light to medium to dark. There's a couple of options here within our cool neutral colors as well. There are other options for the warm neutrals too. Then next I want to show you that you could do this in any of the color families. So here are some samples of using different colors of pink, different colors of turquoise, or different colors of purple. But again, you could do this with any of the color families in Be So Baby yarn. One of the other options you have is to stick with, like I said, within the neutrals, you could do 3 colors, light, medium, and dark within a color family. But notice how in some of these charts, I've also just done a light and medium in a color family and then gone with a dark neutral like black or charcoal or chocolate for that third dark color in the charts. So you even have options within staying within a complete color family or popping in a dark neutral for one of the motif colors, and then you also have the option of always sticking with a neutral color for the background as well. So there really are so many options here. The other thing that you can do with this pattern to make it a super versatile pattern is that you could modify this pretty easily from a hat into a cowl or a scarf. If you were going to do this as a scarf, I would recommend still working in the round in the tube, because I don't think that while the backside isn't ugly, I do think that the real beauty in this graphic bold print is in the right side of the work. So if you did this hat pattern and followed the instructions, even doing the ribbing for the edge, I think that does make a nice edge for a scarf too. This is the 19-inch circumference hat, which gives you about a 9.5-inch wide scarf, which I think would be more than enough to make this a pretty scarf. So you could definitely do this. And for a scarf, all I would do is skip the crown shaping and just work this for the full length of whatever size scarf that you wanted. Obviously that would affect yardage, but that's fine too. Then the other thing that you could do with this pattern without modifying in too much detail would be converting it into a cowl as well. So for a cowl, you would probably want a wider circumference than the hat pattern comes in, even with all the sizes. The pattern comes in sizes 14.5-inch, 19-inch, and 24-inch circumference. the 24-inch circumference would give you a relatively small cowl. So my suggestion is to pay attention to the stitch repeat in the chart, which is 24 stitch multiple, and you could just increase this by one more multiple of 24 stitches when you start the project, and that way you'd get a little bit of a larger circumference for making this a cowl. And then you could start with the ribbing on one edge, work the cowl in the round just like the hat, and then you could even finish off with the same ribbing or do a smaller treatment at the top. Sometimes I like to do a larger treatment to the edging on the lower edge of a cowl and do something smaller at the top, and that helps the cowl to stand up on your neck and lay down flatter on the lower edge. I think it's always fun to share some easy modifications within a pattern because it's just a great way to add extra value to your patterns. And who doesn't love a matching set, especially in animal print? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please leave them for me in the comments. And everything we talked about today is linked in the video description below. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you in the next video.